Grand Rising, beloved out there. Let me get a little short video out here real quick. I just one of the beloveds, you know y'all spirit, you know how I do. We ain't gonna crunch numbers. Synchronicity out here going on. A lot of synchronicity going on. I just got through talking to one. My fault. Dude, this dog know how to jump out the door, y'all. Come on. The dog know how to, come on. The dog know how to jump out the car. Come on, get in the car. The dog, so he think this is I guess he think we in doggy Toys R Us. The dog jumping out the car now. People got the dog jumping out the car. All right. Talked to one of the biker brothers out here in Killeen that got a beautiful bike. Now they just watching the ducks and stuff. He about to go riding. And the thing that came up, beloved, is as we was talking, you know, he was giving me, you know, I've always been fascinated about the bikes, motorcycles and things like that. But understanding that you know, one of the partners I had in the military was trying to teach me on a crotch rocket. That's what they call it back. But the big ones, the juggernaut one, right? And that thing, that was a beast. And what I understood after feeling it and, you know, riding on, he taught me a little bit, go slow with it, you know. That was something I needed to wait for, because we was on like 30s, 35, 36, 35, 35. Yeah. So I was like, nah, I don't need to mess up that. I'm already, you know, egg on it back then in them days. Nah, not sure. So, not straight away from and stuff like that, but I always liked the Cadillac type, and that's what he had, right? The Cadillac, got the radio cover. Them thing clean, he had one time. But as we was talking, and this gonna go over bikers' head, because they gonna be like, oh, you just now realizing that? Yeah, I don't ride nobody. I don't ride motorcycles, but I like them. I like those that ride them, and, you know, I be like, man, be safe, because y'all look good on them, do their stuff, and got a kid over there to be popping willies over there on motorcycle every time I come around. I guess he be listening to that boost music and that stuff just be the vibe is on. But let's get back. That's just a commercial go through. As we was sitting there talking, and he was giving me that what him and he do, why he ride, and he rides state, and, you know, he don't ride local, or he just when he going somewhere. And I was just sitting there like, I'm looking at him like, what came across, watch this, spirit's good, is Schmiggle, do you realize I know I'm sitting here talking to an ancient cowboy? I'm saying something. I'm like, you know, because he's suited and booty, I got all this black on, got this point tip toe boots, looking good. Motorcycle black, he blacked out. I'm like, got his teeth going out like this, and he just talking. I'm like, I'm envisioning a saddle over his shoulder, and I'm like, do you? And I said, man, you know what? I'm sitting there talking, we talking, bro, but y'all bikers today ain't nothing but some cowboys back in the day. Especially you ones that 7-Eleven could be 2 blocks and you still get on your bike to go to the 7-Eleven. Yeah. I'm bringing that because I don't know if y'all realize, some of y'all don't, if y'all realize. You mechanical, some of y'all do, because he said, yeah, that's what we call them. That's what we call them. He said something like rocket horses or something like that. Be safe out there on them things, man. But the moral to the story, or the point I was trying to make to it is, if you didn't have that concept in your brain of understanding that that's what you are, the modern day cowboy, you know what I'm saying? Rough rider, rebellious one. Not so much rebellious, but most of y'all is. Be passing on the line, be all over someone. But yeah, the brain banging particle is moving around so heavy that those that you would not expect to be able to become open and aware, they're the ones that would become uniquely open and aware, because they out in nature more than anybody else. when he was talking about riding and how it takes so, because I said that to ride state to state, I got to be a physical, not only a physical but a mental. It's like it is, but when you make it, it's like the thrill of the fact that you accomplish something on a different level. And I understood it, and I share with y'all what I understood was that, you know, now when I was younger, I drive anywhere. I could, you talking about Florida, Oklahoma, California, I drive anywhere. And so Norris know that we drive. But now, and I'm talking about when we drive, boom. We ain't trying to take no rest, we drive. But now, man, I can't drive over to the park without, you know what I'm saying? You gotta drive to Temple. I'm at least do that once or twice. I don't tell you how much sleep I done got. I'm like a baby. I done went backwards as a baby. You can put me in that car, almost put me in a baby seat. So the point I'm getting is that I said, and he said, man, I'm the same way. I'm the same way. But he said, when my wife asked me to drive to Florida or whatever, I be like, I'll drive behind you on a motorcycle or something, because I get in that car, Sean, I'm gone. Then I get irritated for it. I said, so I understand now the motorcycle, because that's something I would definitely do if I had to drive long distance now, because the thrill, the awakening of it, you know what I'm saying, you doing something, traveling different, and you're getting more of effect of your surroundings. In a car, you encompass, you enclave. Unless you roll the window down, we all know, we don't on that highway, you know, we drive 120, something like that. Man, you trying to slow the car up, you know what I'm saying? So it just brought a different extra flavor to understanding you motorcycle riders. And I commend y'all, real talk, you know, real talk, that's real talk. And those that have been doing it for a long time, yeah, you realize something good, you know, look at some cowboy movies or some cowboy adventure stuff, and that's you, beloveds. He said they the hell raisers. All right. Love y'all out the content purpose. Just giving a shout out to the motorcycle riders. Safely drive safe. Be safe. Be safe. Be safe. Be safe. Be safe. Be safe what you do. It's an economic fashion, because what we're seeing, I'll add to it, get to 10 minutes, is scooters are popping out, trends of electric bikes and stuff like that. And if we know anything, you know, you see these smogs and fogs and all this stuff in companies, a lot of these cities, Los Angeles, China, all these places and stuff, all around the world. And so that's telling a lot of people some change need to come about. And so then how do you divest folks off of, you know, always using their car? You know, that's the only thing I can use. That's what we're leading to. I'm trying to tell you something. I dare not say it, because then I'll probably name it, encompass it in, but it's gonna happen anyway. You know, bear us down. Like, no cars on this day. Get around the best way you can, but no cars. Folks gonna be looking crazy. Folks gonna be looking crazy. Them four handlebar bikes gonna come back. Folks gonna have to learn how to ride a bike. You gonna see grown folks with training wheels all on their bike. Them scooters gonna come. I'm gonna give me a scooter. Yeah, I'm gonna give me a scooter. Y'all keep driving the scooter by an electric thing. You have to advise, you're gonna have to do something like a key to lock the wheels or something, because people gonna be stealing people's scooters out here. Austin still got, I need to go down to Austin and see. Austin will tell me everything. If Austin got, if folks out in Austin right now flying around in scooters and stuff like that, 'cause I ain't been down there in about 2 years. I'm gonna go down there. I just asked for Sean. He just been down there. They still down there doing that. Now, if they tow up and broke all up, and folks done got the scooters and made them personal scooters all up in their house and stuff. You know I'm telling the truth, right? How you know I'm telling the truth? What's evidence, y'all, that I'm telling the truth? Watch this. I'm gonna leave you like this. Grocery baskets. I love you. Grocery baskets. Yeah, I love you.